Hey guys, I'm in the workshop and I haven't really gone live in a while to talk to you guys and tell you what's going on. So I figured Thursday night, it's a great time to kind of bring you up to speed on what we've been doing in the Toolbox Buzz workshop and the Toolbox Buzz crew. So first things first, a lot of guys, I don't know if you guys get our newsletter or not, but we've been, we used to do it weekly. And I'll be honest with you, it was a huge pain in the ass. It's a lot of work. A lot of time and effort went into it, but believe it or not, there's tons of people that don't do social media and don't even do Instagram or Facebook or even YouTube. So what we've done is we've done this newsletter for, I don't know, 3 or 4 years, and we had a lot of people that were subscribers, but it was a lot of work. So what we did is we stopped it for a few, probably about 6 weeks to reevaluate, and we got a ton of emails and hate mail and all kinds of stuff. But basically we decided, all right, there's enough people that want the newsletter, so we decided to keep doing it. So the newsletter, the Toolbox Buzz newsletter is back, and it's gonna be once a month and probably on a Tuesday. I'm not sure if it's gonna be the first or second Tuesday of the month. So that's new and that's changed. A lot of you guys are probably familiar with the giveaway that we're doing at Toolbox Buzz. We are probably about 5,000 subscribers away from hitting 100,000 subscribers, which is a good milestone for us. We're pretty happy with that on YouTube. And so what we're doing is we're doing a 100,000K giveaway on YouTube. And there is a video on our YouTube channel right now. It's just me telling you about the giveaway. All you have to do is be a subscriber on YouTube and leave a comment in that video. I'll leave you a hint. It's got to be a good comment, because we're picking the winner based off of the comment, and it's got to be relative to what I'm talking about in the video. It's a 2-minute video, 1-minute video, it's short. The winner receives a $2,000 tool package from Milwaukee Power Tools. Cordless table saw, super sawzall, circular saw, I almost said skill saw. One of those radius lights and a bunch of other stuff. So $2,000 worth of tools. Also, to celebrate 100K, we are doing a 100 of those Shockwave carbide bits from Milwaukee, and we're giving 100 of those away too. And all you have to do for that is just sign up and leave your email and your address, and we will not share your information with anybody. I promise you that. All right, what else is going on? We are gearing up for our next head-to-head. May 18th is our next head-to-head. Because of you guys, we picked grinders. I put a poll out on YouTube, I think it was Instagram and Facebook, and we asked you guys, what did you want to see next? And a lot of you folks said grinders. Not really a sexy tool, but okay, so we're gonna do grinders. So we're doing grinders in the 18 to 22 volt range right now, with the possibility of doing kind of higher capacity grinders later. Flex volt, the MAKITA 2 battery, Milwaukee with a 12 amp hour battery, Hitachi 36 volt, Hilti 36 volt. So, but right now we're going to be doing these 18 to 22 volts. We are doing our homework right now. We're putting together our testing criteria in our testing stations, and in typical Toolbox Buzz fashion, I do not think we will disappoint you. I've got Stan the Man right now designing a rig for testing the grinders. And I think it's going to be kind of fun. I was not excited or enthusiastic about grinders. Frankly, they're not exciting to me. But I think this is going to be a great head-to-head with lots of good information. Take away from it what you want. What else are we doing? So tools for review. What am I doing for tools to review? I have the well, we're working on OPE. We're reaching out to manufacturers now. We're going to be doing a bunch of OPE with a bunch of different manufacturers. Several Toolbox Buzz crew members will be doing a manufacturer each. Chainsaw, pole saw, blower, trimmer, hedge trimmer, stuff like that. So we're working on that. I have got a ton of tools. I've got the new Bosch track saw. I just set it up the other night. I made a few cuts here in the shop. I'm going to bring it out to the job site. I don't know if you guys, if you've been following us for a while, we actually test our tools on the job site, then we bring them back. Sometimes we photo them here first, test them, use them for a few weeks or a month or whatever, and then we write them, and then we either keep them or we donate them, and we'll talk about donating in a minute. What else do I have to review? I've got a couple of cool lasers, I got a router, I've got a few impacts, I've got something cool and I can't remember what it is now. I have the Milwaukee OPE kit, the power head with all the different attachments. It's got the pole chainsaw, the pole trimmer. That's going to be cool. I'm going to use that chainsaw pretty soon. All right, so other things on our list. June 14th and 15th, we've got Build America coming. If you guys have been following us for the couple of years, we've been the tool instructors and tool safety and building practice instructors for Build America. What is Build America? Build America is a philanthropic fraternity. It's about 20, well, every year it's about 21 fraternity brothers, college kids. They get together and they get money. They raise like, I don't know, $5,000 each. And they identify 6 summer camps. All of these summer camps are geared for people with disabilities. And they travel 1 week to each summer camp. And they do projects like wheelchair ramps and docks and play sets and playgrounds. They've built horse barns and different things like that. They do maintenance. And for years they were doing this with little to no skills, shitty tools, and there wasn't a lot going on. So, and they were doing some dangerous stuff because we were looking at their pictures on Flickr or whatever it was, and it was horrible. So we got involved because one of our Toolbox Buzz crew members was a Pi Kappa Phi member, and he got us involved in this. So we put on a 20-hour, 2-day extensive tool safety and building practice class. And basically the building practice class is focused on what they're going to see at the camps. They show up, by the way, they show up at the camps. There's 21 of them. They work 40 hours at each camp. Hundreds and hundreds of man hours. They show up with about $5,000 or $8,000 worth of materials and money because they raise their own money for materials, and then they build these great things that last years and years and years. So these kids, some of these kids have never even hammered a nail before, and we've got to teach them how to use circular saws and recip saws and stuff like that. So kind of exciting, kind of scary, rewarding, and some of these kids get really kind of interested in the trades as a result, which is kind of cool. All right, so that's Build America. That's June 14th and 16th. Milwaukee Power Tools sponsors that. They supply the tools to these kids and lots of other things that they back these kids on. And the Toolbox Buzz crew shows up in force, and we're there for the entire weekend working our ass off, but it's well worth it. Good cause. So hope you guys can check that out. We'll probably do some lives on that, and we'll probably do a video on that as well. Everybody knows Ohio Power Tools, Cop Tool, Week in Review, one of the most enjoyable videos that I watch weekly. Rob and Sarah are going to be reaching out to us maybe on a weekly basis. We'll see. We're trying to work out the logistics. We're going to be doing a lot of chatting with them and kind of a cooperative thing, collaborating, I should say, with those guys. So it's going to be a lot of fun working with those guys. Ohio Power Tools is a great resource for us as contractors. We all know we got the Lowe's and the Home Depots. You can walk in and buy tools that are months old or the model's not available anymore anywhere else. But you go to these kind of smaller family-owned businesses like Ohio Power Tools, Tool Barn, Acme, some of these places, and they're focused on the pro. So they're geared towards dealing with pros. They support the pro. You pick up the phone, someone answers, and they talk to you. They give you feedback. They give you problem-solving results. They deal with the problem. You can't get that at Home Depot, Lowe's. Can't. So they're supporting of our site. We support them, and we're all about these kind of smaller, kind of focused, pro-focused businesses. What else is going on here? I just did a video today, actually. I just finished it about a half hour ago on the Schluter Dietrich Heat, which is pretty cool. We've been using that now for about a year or two. Mike Hopp, Toolbox Buzz crew member Mike Hopp, and I went to Schluter's certified training with a local guy here, Jason Foley, who's an absolute stud tile installer. In any event, we learned how to waterproof showers, do the Dietrich Heat and stuff like that. Great system. I'm pretty well versed now in, we got Weedy, Schluter, and I also use Warm Up, which is a great radiant electric floor system. So I just did a video on that. That should be coming up pretty soon. As far as business goes, we've been crazy. Lots of small jobs. We haven't landed that huge, big job that's going to carry us through the summer. Lots of 3-week jobs, 2-week jobs. We just finished a mudroom remodel, a garage, bathroom, master bedroom suite remodel, and of course that 3rd bedroom walk up on Beacon Street, which we just did the hardwood floors today. So moving on to other projects, we got some porches we got to rebuild. A lot of opportunities to test tools in real environments, so a lot of fun. All right, what are all these tools doing here? Anybody know? Anybody guess why all these tools are here? I can't see your comments because the screens are too far away. I will look at this right here. Stan Durlacher, how are you, brother? You guys left a lot of comments. I can't keep up on this. All right, let's talk about these tools. I'm a fan of Makita tools, and especially this saw right here. I love this saw. Makita Power Tools has graciously agreed to support and kind of outfit a local trade school, our local trade school, Minuteman Tech in Lexington. And it all started about a year or two ago. I visited one of their job sites here in Concord, and I was just talking to Chris, one of the instructors, and they've got some seriously old tools. You know, they cobble these tools together. They're all corded, except for a few cordless things. And they do really nice work with what they have. And, you know, they have a limited budget, and these kids want to go into the trades. So I reached out to Makita. I was out there at the World of Concrete trade show last year, and we talked about how tool manufacturers should really be dealing with the trade schools. They should be in the trade schools, teaching these kids how to use tools, tool safety, supplying them with great tools. So Makita actually agreed with us and said, you know, you're right. I told him, I said, you know, when I first learned carpentry, I learned with this guy, Bill Langton, awesome carpenter, forgotten more than I'll ever know. And Bill used these DeWalt tools. Cordless was just coming out, 18 volt NiCad, and I couldn't wait to go out and buy the exact same tool that Bill had. And I did. And every tool he had, by the time I stopped working with him, I had it. Actually, I had more. But the point is, you often will go out and buy what you learn on and what you're trained on. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but initially, in the beginning, that's what we do. And sometimes we go out and we buy lower quality tools because we have a lower budget, but a lot of times we buy what we've been trained on. So I was talking to Makita and I said, look, let's get your tools in front of these trade school kids, and you know, they've got 2, 3, 4 years using your tools. When they graduate, what do you think they're going to buy? Not even when they graduate. When they go to buy a tool, they're going to be thinking, I really like that saw that I use at school. So they're already on the platform. They know the tool. They may like it, they may not, but if they like it, guess what? More likely to buy it. So we were talking and going back and forth about reconditioned tools. Because I was thinking, don't you have like pallets of reconditioned tools? And they were like, yeah, we do, but you know, I don't know, we're just going to send new tools because we think it's a good cause. So the folks at Makita sent all these tools, and there's more coming. This is just what they have. The reason why they're out right now is I've got to charge all these batteries up and package these tools because we're delivering them Tuesday morning. I had to take the day off from work, but we're gonna go to Minuteman. Mike Delisle and I are taking off the day. We're gonna head up to Minuteman. We're gonna deliver these tools to Chris and Cliff, the instructors, and the students. Give them a quick briefing on the tools, talk about the trades, talk about why the trades can be a great career and why there's a lot to learn and a lot to be had. A really good living can be made in the trades if you're smart about what you do and you're good at what you do. So we're going to do that Tuesday, and I think what we'll do, we'll try to film it. We'll definitely film it. I don't know if we'll be able to do live or not with the students. If they have, if they do those waivers, you have to have waivers for them before they can be photographed and video, because some of these kids are 16, 17 years old. If we can get past that, then we'll definitely do some live footage. We'll stream that. There's a bunch of different classes in the trade school. Some of them are out in the field, some of them will be in the class. So I think we're going to catch the ones in the class, or we're going to catch the ones just getting ready to go out into the field. So I'm also on the advisory board at Minuteman, and it was my first meeting the other day, and it was really eye-opening. They could use a lot of support. They need a lot of support from us as business folks, as business owners, bosses. So here's something that blew me away. I had no idea. So we were talking why more kids don't do co-op or working in the field. This school does that. So you work 1 week out, 1 week class. And I said, I can't believe that you don't have more kids out in the field. And they said, everyone in the class wants to work in the field, but they don't all have licenses. And I didn't even think of that. I was like, oh yeah, man, These kids are 16, 17 years old. Some of them don't have their license yet, or if they have their license, they don't have a car. So how are they going to get to a job site? Well, Uber? You know, so we were batting around the idea of Uber, and then someone says, well, I don't think Uber will let you, someone under 18, use the car, or, you know, use the service. So someone said, well, I think there's another service that will take, you know, people under 18. But I was thinking, as a business owner, I'm really motivated to have this co-op kid. What would it cost to take, you know, you'd have to figure this into your business model, but what would it cost to charge, I don't know, $5 more an hour onto their labor rate or something like that, or onto your labor rate, to be able to give them $50 a day so they could Uber back and forth? I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense. Some guys are like, what? But we have to do something, right? We all have to do our part to support the trades and build the trades. For every 5 tradesmen retiring today, 1 replacement. That's a huge skills gap. And these guys that are retiring, they're all my age or older. I'm actually young for that age. They're a 55-year average in the trades. That means in 3 to 5 years, you're going to be waiting weeks or months for a plumber, an electrician, a welder. You want to have something welded, specialty welded, you're going to be waiting weeks to get it in, because they're going to have a backlog. They're going to raise their prices, supply and demand. It's going to be horrible. And that'll be horrible for a while, until the trades get flooded with either skilled kids or knuckleheads, right? People are going to jump in and think, oh, I can make a buck. So that could hurt the trades too. So we really want skilled folks, guys and girls who are really into the trades, who really want to learn. And we need folks like us to train them, to teach them, to mentor them, to coach them. And that's not easy. It's not always fun. And it's not lucrative. You're not going to make money teaching a kid how to be a good carpenter or a good plumber or electrician. You don't. You have to make that conscious decision to do it. So that's what this is. This is MAKITA Power Tools supporting the trades, supporting our local trade school, and Concord Carpenter and Toolbox Buzz crew, doing our part to talk about the trades, kind of make the connection between MAKITA and them, and also just kind of promote the trades and talk about what we do at Toolbox Buzz and stuff like that. So that's what all these tools are, if you're wondering. Mike Delisle is probably watching right now going, wow, that's a lot of stuff to carry on Tuesday morning. But I'll have them all charged, Mike. Don't worry. I'm going to start tonight. It'll take me all weekend, but I'll get them all charged. All right, let me see if you guys have any questions before I sign out, because it's getting late. I got to get to bed. Scott Arnold says, Build America. Scott Arnold will be there with us. I'm looking at Instagram right now. I actually have Instagram and Facebook running. How do you go to MPS 19? So the way you go to NPS 19, NPS is the Milwaukee Power Tool Symposium. The way you go to that is you get invited, and they invite you. And typically, if you're an influencer or a magazine publisher or something like that, website, we get invited because of our website, and I guess we're influencers, I guess. So that's how you get invited. And we've been going for about 8 years now, 8 or 9 years. Great time. One of the better trade shows and media events that they have. All right, what else? Talk to Walt into giving you an adjustable shaft pole pruner. DeWalt is going to send one of those, but not to me. I won't be reviewing that one. May 18th, my baby's due. Congratulations. All right, and let's see what Facebook has to say. Joe Canning, how are you, brother? Stud Muffin, you are nuts, out of your mind. Jumping back. Joe Canning is jumping back and forth from Facebook and Instagram. So, Joel, you're right. I think those kids will appreciate it. Maybe not. I mean, after all, we're talking about they're teenagers. I think they'll like using new tools. I mean, if you saw the tools, the electrical tape on the cords, and just some pretty horrific looking tools. They were safe, but old and beat up. So I think when they see this, their eyes are going to glisten over and glass over and be like, whoa. I do know that Cliff and Chris, the instructors, are pretty excited. Both of these guys are like 25, 30 years out in the field, and now they're teaching trade school. And I know for sure that they're going to enjoy these tools. As teachers, they'll enjoy them. So, all right, listen, guys. That's it. It's 9:30 here in Boston, and I got to get to bed. 5:30 comes pretty early for us. I leave some comments after I shut down, and I'll try to get back to you tomorrow morning and support the trades. And please consider supporting us. And if you are not a YouTube subscriber, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're trying to meet that 100K sub a milestone, and we're giving away that $2,000 tool gift prize. So if you're one of the lucky winners, we're just going to pick whoever comments and leaves a a comment based on how we asked. We asked about leave a comment on your favorite video or your best tip that we talked about that you picked up. But you know what? Leave a fun comment too, because that's gonna show attention and get our attention when we're picking these. So hope you win, and we'll talk to you soon. Probably the next time you see me, I'll be doing one more reminder, and then we'll be announcing the winner of the giveaway. $2,000 tool gift package, man. Think about it. All right. Have a great night. Bye-bye.